And we are live. Thank you, anyone who is joining or watching the replay. Want to introduce my gracious guests for appearing with me. We have Raul Mad Blood, and we have the one, the only, the Agoraphobe. Mad Blood. Hey. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. It's like I said, this is just sort of a random stream, nothing planned, nothing major. Just chilling out, talking movies and shit. So yeah, how have you guys been?
Great, doing great.
Good, man, good. Just looking forward to Chainsaw Massacre 50th anniversary tomorrow night.
So glad you brought that up. So glad. Just arrived in the mail today.
Cool. Excellent.
Is that from Umbrella, Jason?
That's the one I was telling you about. That it's an Umbrella release, but I got it from JB Hi-Fi, which is a what would you call it? It's a multimedia store in Australia. You get like everything technological there. Like you can get everything from computers to movies to dishwashers. Sorry,
kind of like Best Buy or Radio Shack or something.
Very similar to Best Buy,
yeah. So yeah, and it just arrived today. It was on a buy two get one free.
Cool.
The buy two ones, like the other two are still on their way. I don't know where they are.
Can I ask you, Jason, what was the shipping? Because shipping is where they seem to gouge.
Actually, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't terrible.
Okay.
I think it was under $10.
Oh wow! Okay, well there you go.
For three, and given that three of them are being sent at different times, I thought that was pretty good. But yeah, it's one that I've never owned on Blu-ray. I've got a DVD, which is fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to checking this out. Hopefully I'll be able to chuck it on tomorrow for the 50th.
Cool. Damn, you just not got on Blu-ray? Wow. It is so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, like for instance, the shit, wherever it is. I got amongst this mess somewhere. The one that Second Sight put out, that big huge 4K box set. It is incredible, man. That thing looks so good. I mean, all the 4Ks look good. I got like 5 of them of the Chainsaw Massacre of just 4Ks, but to me, the Second Sight is by far the best one.
But you know what, Keith?
Multi-dipped.
You're saying in that mess there, that looks like the neatest collection in the world. I don't know how you can call that a mess.
Yeah, but what I mean by a mess is there's so many here that after you get so many, like not only do you forget what you have, but you also forget where in the fuck it is. And I don't keep my shit in alphabetical order. I keep it in my order. My order means I don't know where in the hell it is.
It's so funny you say that. Like, you forget what you've got. Like, how many times have you actually purchased something, then you go to put it in its place, and you're like, oh shit, I've already got that.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a bad thing about physical media, but it's also the good thing.
Absolutely.
It is, but yeah, I've got a few that are on their way from they had some specials on this week. Umbrella had a Halloween buy one get one free special. What else? There was a JB Hi-Fi one. So yeah, really looking forward to some of them. But then I found I've got another pre-order which I did for Umbrella, which is coming later on next week. So I'm very excited for that.
You're killing it, man. Can I ask both of you, do either of you have dead kids? That's one I'm chasing.
No, I do not have that, as a matter of fact. It's
Nope.
You can get it. I think who put that fucking thing out?
Well, Umbrella has it. Yeah, Umbrella. Yeah. I'm just wondering, is it worth getting? I've never seen it before.
Oh, I seen it years ago, man. I think it seems like it's good. Well, no, I watched it many years ago.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I've never seen it, so I'm kind of like,
But it's an Australian film, I believe, or at least it has Australian people in it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it comes on. I think it's under the Ozploitation umbrella from Umbrella. I've got a great one of theirs, Turkey Shoot.
I
That's-
love Turkey Shoot. Yes.
Yeah, I've not watched it in so long, and in fact, I haven't even opened the Blu-ray I got like over a year ago from them.
Dude,
Like, just waiting for the right time.
man, that's a great one.
Are you talking about the 1981 one? The one that's it's also known as Strange Behavior?
Yeah, that's the one. I think
Okay.
here they're calling it Dead Kids.
Yeah. It's Michael Murphy and Mary Louise Fletcher. Louise Fletcher's in it. It's Michael Laughlin film. Okay.
Louise
Umbrella.
Fletcher, that's Nurse Ratched from Louise Fletcher.
Yeah. Yep. It sure is, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
She is great, man. She's also great in Flowers in the Attic as the grandma.
That's yeah.
She's a fucking bitch,
That movie
man. I
freaked
only seen
me
her
out.
I only seen her play a nice person once, and that's when she plays the old lady that's with Art Carney in Firestarter.
Yeah. Gee.
That's the only time she ever played a
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
person. Other than that,
Gee, now
she's
you're
a,
bringing up all these other ones, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. She was in that. She's been in it. Yeah, I'd like to bring up her IMDb and go through it, but
you know, she was born to play an ass. You know what I mean? Just born for it.
yeah, she's got that. Well, I mean, the main one I know her from is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, or was that it? Or
Yeah.
yeah,
Nurse Ratched. Yes. The one that finally lobotomizes Nicholson. Yeah.
yeah. It's actually funny. Someone was saying they couldn't find that anywhere to watch, and I'm like, I jumped on. I'm like, look, here it is, physical media. Buy it on. It was under $10 with free shipping, and they're like, yeah, but we don't have a DVD player or anything plugged in.
It streams places. Doesn't it? I could have swore it did.
Well, not over here. It wasn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I forget that shit's different from region to region.
Yeah.
Like your
That's the thing.
Netflix is different from my Netflix.
Yeah, big time.
Wow. You say that, but you get a VPN and
Right.
it opens up a whole new world. And I was telling people that I was telling all the guys in the UK about that. I was saying, look, get a VPN. You can get Tubi. And they're like, now they've got Tubi, and it's like, yay. I'm like, yeah, but you don't have half the shit that you've got over in America. Like the American Tubi is phenomenal.
It's
I probably shouldn't
it's
be
like
bragging about
2,000
VPN.
just horror movies. You know what I mean? Like 2,000 just horror
Yeah.
movies on it.
It's
But
huge, and I mean, they're good.
But Ninja, why should that be in 2024? Why should it be different from country to country? I don't get it.
Just depends on whichever country has on their list of what they're playing. They switch them out. You know, and who knows?
Sucks.
Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it could be due to licensing. I know the guy that runs a Bonfire Horror Club in Adelaide, where I am, where they screen all these horror movies once a month, classic horror movies, great horror movies. They have to work to get the licensing to show that in the cinema. And so it could be something to do with that. Could be just this company's got the rights to it, and we have to pay them so much. It's like they probably don't want to. I
Wow.
wouldn't want to.
Kind of makes you want to get a projector and hook up your DVD player and do an outside showing, just for people in the neighborhood or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Who cares? What are they going to do? Knock down my door?
As long as you're not getting any gain off of it, or you're not projecting it to people outside of there, there's nothing they can do about it. You're just watching a movie, you know.
Nice. I'd love to do that, man. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just have a few friends around watching a movie. That's all. A few friends. Yeah, there's 20 people out in the front yard watching it from the window. But, whatever. Yeah, I know them all. That's John, Dave, Steve.
Yep.
Random person.
Small
Mr.
donation for a sausage roll or a mini, like a party pie or something.
I got a barbecue out the back, you know.
Is the sausage roll an Australian thing?
I
Yeah.
think it's actually from the UK originally. I think.
Or
Well,
well,
they send it over here on the boats.
They're good, man. They're good. If you ever get a chance to try one, I like them. I don't know if Ginger likes them.
I don't mind them. I'm a meat pie person, but
Yeah,
sausage roll is like this this meat filling in this light, fluffy pastry, and it's a savory pastry. It's really nice.
So it's like
if you know phyllo, do you know phyllo pastry, Gore? It's kind of like phyllo pastry. Would you say, Ninja? A bit?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
They're good. I like
that one. Now I
So-
want a
so-
sausage roll.
So it's like a fancy hot pocket then, or actual?
No, it's not like it's not like a hot pocket. It's more dense.
Yeah.
It's more like densely filled.
Okay.
There's no sauce in
Yeah,
it.
the meat filling is thick.
Yeah,
Very cool.
they're good, man. I
Yeah.
wish I could.
Yeah.
I would send you some if they would make the trip and let them in. I'd send you some.
That'd be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's an Aussie cornerstone, Aussie staple.
Damn it.
Now
I was gonna show something, but I don't remember what the hell it was.
no.
Can I,
Not
while there's a
funny.
lull in the conversation, I would like to direct everyone to Ginger Ninja movie reviews. Go to oldest and go to My Horror Movie Collection Part 10. Jason has his head turned to the side and it looks like he has a man bun. He doesn't, but it looks like it.
I know exactly the one you're talking about.
Wait, what is it?
All right, this is behind me. And
Okay.
that part is just sticking out behind my head. So yeah, I know exactly which one you mean.
Yep, that's the
And
one.
I'll never recommend.
Yeah, man, Gore, I got to tell you, your collection is so neat. I wish mine was that neat. Seriously.
Here, wait. Well, it's dark over there, but if you can see over there, it keeps going. That's why I'm collecting vinyls now, because I can only get so many copies of each show. There's
Yeah, man.
there's like 6 of them. There's like 6 movies maybe that I get like multiple releases of. Maniac, Halloween,
Yeah.
Friday 13th, Chainsaw Massacre, Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, Day of the Dead, shit like that. But yeah, I definitely keep my shit together, man. I'm OCD about it. Keep it
What's
nice.
up,
I can't.
Yeah, because I know you get multiple copies of the same movie. You get different editions. I mean, for me, the one that I've got the most of is Dawn of the Dead. Like, I've got the original on VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, and I've got the remake on DVD and Blu-ray. But I haven't upgraded any of them to 4K because the Blu-ray is just getting on that edge where it's too high def. It's
Right.
too high definition. I need that little bit of grittiness to them, that little bit of raw. It's actually why I was putting off getting Texas Chainsaw Massacre for so long.
Yeah.
Is there such a thing as too high quality? Do you think?
Well,
Yeah.
for me it is, but I'm weird. I because I'm chasing that feeling of the console TV and VHS and all that. So quite often, but if it's something like Escape from New York, yeah, I want that Blu-ray for sure.
Yeah.
What about Gore?
What? What's that? Sorry.
The,
I was reading something out.
Yeah. We've got Josh Fulci fan 101 in the chat. Just saying how he's got the Alien Egg and he's got a ton of Dawn. But we're just saying, like, when is it too high definition? Like, can you get a 4K and it be too crisp, too clean, too sharp?
easily too clean, easily too clean. Like things like Maniac and Chainsaw Massacre, you want that fuzziness, you want that,
Yeah.
you want it to look like it did in the 70s. You know,
Yeah.
you want to look Grindhouse. You know, but then there's others, like for instance, I for the first time yesterday or last night with my son, I watched Godzilla -1 for the first time. So I've now seen it.
What'd you
And I
think?
was very impressed. I liked it a lot. Now, do I like it better than Shin? No, I think I still like Shin just a little better. I like the Godzilla. A little better. He looks so psychotic in that, man. He looks so nasty in Shin. That's still that's my preferred, but -1 comes in second probably, right there with the original.
Wow.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the? Have you seen Shin or Godzilla -1?
I have not seen either. I did. The most recent Godzilla I've seen is I got that Toho collection where it has the newer to me, where it's like anime, where it's like these teams, you know, and they turned me off so bad. I was like, I'm never watching another new Godzilla movie. But I probably, if you and Gore like those two, I probably owe it to myself to check them out.
Also, I actually preferred -1 over Shin, so I'm the opposite to Gore. I love them both. I thought they were really well done. Some of the ways they shot Godzilla or Shin Godzilla were really good, and I love the look of him in that as well. Like he was a monster in it.
Great CGI in it, man. The CGI reminded me of the '90s CGI, like Terminator 2, shit like that. It was that kind. It wasn't this overly animated looking CGI. It had a really good, real look to it.
It in the outside scenes when you see Godzilla and there's some CGI, it meshes in really well. Like it's near flawless. It's really good.
Is it a different spirit than those ones I was talking about where it felt like you're watching an anime?
I didn't get that feeling.
Okay, because the ones in the 90s are the ones I watched. You know, it's always like the Godzilla team, and they have a shit.
No.
Okay.
I know what you mean now. Yeah, no, not at all. This is like pure chaos and destruction. It's amazing.
He's a bad guy in it. He's a bad guy like he wasn't in the original Godzilla. He's a villain in this motherfucker. Try to figure out a way to get rid of something. Yeah, he's a mean. He's nasty. He's just vicious, and it's got. It may have the best. No, I'll give it this. It may have the best story of any Godzilla I've seen since way back in the day. It's got a great story. They balance the story with the humans and the story with Godzilla so well. There's not more. You know, like for instance, the American ones now. The story with the people sucks so bad, and that's why you know what I mean. Well, the story with the people is just as good as the Godzilla story. It's got a really nice story. You get to know the people, the characters that got evolution. It's well done.
All right, I'm going to check it out.
Godzilla X Kong. I watched that recently, and that's got a great, normally a great casting. Like Dan Stevens is in it.
Yeah.
But man, he is so wasted in that. Like the entire cast is just wasted because they're just there to show off the CGI spectacle. And that's the thing around
it's because America's like bang, 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 action, 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 action. No story, no burn where you know who anybody is or even give a shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has to be action, 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 action because America is so short spanned on their fucking, you know, if they watch more than 5 seconds, they're off over here looking at something else. You know what I mean?
So Art showed up.
Children, you know?
Fulci Fan 101 just brought up a good point. Terrifier 3 is out, but he hasn't seen 1 or 2 yet, but people are puking and walking out of the cinemas. I have seen Terrifier 3. There was an advanced screening. No one in the cinema puked, but I couldn't tell if people left. My eyes were completely glued to the screen the whole time.
Okay. So, Jason, I got to ask then, you've seen a fair few horror films, right?
Oh, yeah.
Couple.
Was it that brutal, or are people overreacting, or what do you reckon?
It's Terrifier. What do they expect, you know?
Yeah. Look, in all honesty, it's probably more. They probably do a lot more in it than they did Terrifier 2.
Wow.
In the way of gore and brutality. It's very brutal and mean. It has an edge to it that's very mean about it.
Very cool.
Which I think is quite confronting for some people, and seeing that on the big screen would be something. Seeing
You know
it
what you're
on
gonna
TV,
get. You know what you're gonna get. You go to a fucking Terrifier movie. I mean, what the first two have in it? You know what I mean? You know,
The
it's like
first one,
you
it
had to
had
go there and go,
a
this is way too much. It's just insane. Insane. I can't believe how
Hey,
they were. It's
thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated.
well,
Yeah,
you know,
I don't know for and but yeah, cool.
Yeah, look, it's definitely not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and it probably is the most gruesome movie I've seen since probably Evil Dead 2013.
Cool.
And
awesome.
that was just like, I love that movie, but that had so much blood in it. Like that final scene, it's just raining blood. This is probably equal to that, I would say, in terms of blood. In terms of brutal gore, off the scale.
As soon as Jason says, "You said raining blood," and all I can hear is dun, 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 dun. All I can hear is Slayer as soon as you said raining blood.
Raining is horror. I love raining blood.
So, are you a Terrifier? Are you a fan of the franchise, Keith?
I love the first one. To me, the second one, in the third act, it goes kind of a little bit flourish, and it's just a little. To me, it drags on a while. The third act does, and I could do without the magic sword and all that kind of stuff. I hope they dial it back and we get a little bit more of that grind, that grimy, smelly feel that the first one had. Go away with the magic sword, please.
I was waiting for
for
Jason to say whether they did or not.
Look, I'm not going to spoil it for anyone. Anyone who's watching this stream afterwards, I've got a spoiler-free review coming out tomorrow as well. But
I do like it. Just not as much as the first.
I hate spoilers unless I'm looking for them, so I don't want to put anything out there that's gonna you spoiled it for me, because I had The Sixth Sense spoiled for me.
No, that sucks, man. That's one you can't have spoiled. It ruins the whole thing, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
they're like the other.
I couldn't do it to anyone, and even if I accidentally won, I am so apologetic. So now I just make sure I never spoil anything in that regard.
You had me on the hook. I was waiting.
Jeez.
Yeah,
and believe me, I want to talk about Terrifier 3, but I can't. That's a problem with seeing him in advance. Like, you got to wait for everyone else to see it.
Yeah. What day does it start? Does it start this Friday or tomorrow?
Yeah, today. Today it came out in the US. It came out today. We had it yesterday. I saw it Tuesday, so 4 days ago.
Nice.
Ooh.
So I've been sitting on this for 4 days. I've been sitting on this.
I don't see many movies in theater.
That being said, Perth had it 2 days before then. Like they got it on the weekends, like Perth.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why Perth of all places?
No, I don't know. Sydney, I could understand, but
Brisbane.
But I will say, I think Damien Leone, he actually took on board some of the feedback and some of the criticism from Terrifier 2. Like you were saying, with the pacing in that third act, I think he took that on board and did something about it.
There's a lot of people that prefer the second one, though, and I don't get that, man.
No, I felt it was too long and it did drag on a little bit. Yeah. That was my main issue with the second one. I love the cast. I thought the cast was great. And they're great in this one, but Yeah, it's the pacing is sharper. I'll give it that. Not
Good.
not anything else.
Because that first one starts and then it ends. You know what I mean? That's how good the pacing is in it. You know, but the
Yeah.
second one, that third act is like 2 or 3 acts. You know,
Yeah,
it goes on for 40 minutes.
it ends and it starts again. It ends and it starts again, and you're like, oh come on, surely it's going to
Yeah.
end now. Have you
It
seen
just-
any of them?
I started the first one, started it. I got to the point where he like injects the girl in the train station. I think it's a subway station.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah, I didn't get very.
Yeah,
I didn't get very far into it, and something was going on, and I had to stop it. So I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Because I mean, your horror experiences. What would you class your level of horror at? Like, are you know, on the lower scale? You're looking at I don't know what's a entry level horror movie. Up to Terrified 2, which is like brutally extreme.
I mean, you got something like the first Evil Dead, which was really kind of comical. Like when it first came out, everybody was excited when it first came out, but then it kind of a few watches and it's kind of like, oh, this is kind of silly. Some of the ways they do. You know what I mean?
There's still parts of that man that are out there though. There's still parts of that are creepy as fuck. Like when his girlfriend sitting there twirling her hair, she's going, it's like, fuck, that's weird. I love that. I love that. To me, that's Evil Dead.
The tree scene, the infamous tree scene, that was pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
Pardon the pun.
Yeah, we because I saw that when I was in high school, and there was, I remember, some of the girls that I went to school with, they were talking about the next day after they saw it on the weekend, and it's like, I'm just like there. Yeah, I remember that. I watched that like 3 years ago.
It was like back when you traded tapes. I'm sure Keith remember. Do you remember? Oh, I don't know. You guys are younger than me, but we would trade VHS tapes, like copy and trade back and forth, and everybody was excited about Evil Dead when it first came out. It was a big deal. It was not really anything quite like it that I had seen prior to it.
Yeah.
Still really isn't, man. Not really. People try to, but they just can't quite nail it. Like, what is your limit? I think it's what Ninja was asking you. What is your limit? Yeah. What is like too much for you to enjoy, horror wise or gore wise?
It really depends on what's going on.
Body horror. Yeah.
No, I can't stand that, dude. I've got like a phobia of that. I could take body horror like Cronenberg and stuff like that. I don't like
Videodrome. I don't like Videodrome, which is weird because I love early Cronenberg, but I do love Shivers. Rabid Scanners is my favorite of his. But I don't like fucking Videodrome, man, where it still looks like a fucking diseased vagina and he's shoving a VHS tape in it. I don't like that.
If I can say, DMC Campbell in the chat has got a good point, and I back it. Human Centipede, I will not watch that. That's my limit. But see, that's not like horror. That's just like sick. I don't know.
Yeah. He was putting sandpaper around his dick. It's like, come on, man. I thought that was stupid as shit.
To me, so that comment, DMC Campbell, I back you on that 100%. If it's gore for the part of the story, I can go with it. But if it's just like a gross out kind of thing, I'm like, well, I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
How about you guys, though? I'm interested to know you guys.
I don't have much of a level. I will tell you though that my level absolutely is what's his name, that fucking Russian one. I didn't care for that. I thought that was completely unnecessary. The one where the guy plays the porno star, the retired porno star. What the fuck is it?
Yeah, Serbian film.
Yeah, that to me was way too fucking much. I thought that went places it wasn't necessary to go. To me, that wasn't even really. It just wasn't enjoyable.
Yeah, that took it
Which
too
means-
far. Like, but I think that movie's point was to take it so far, and
Right.
that's why people talk about it so much, because it is. No one will ever do that again. Like, they can't.
Right.
But what about
But
like
yeah, I mean, I'll admit
I'll
that the
start-
Serbian film, I've watched it. I won't watch it again.
Right. Same.
The
here.
Human Centipede, though, I've watched it. I'll probably
The
watch
first
it again.
one.
Human Centipede, no, hell no. That one was messed up. But then the Human Centipede 3, that's got Eric Roberts in it. Can't be all that bad. It was pretty bad.
2 is one where he put the sandpaper on his dick, right, and all that kind of shit, and he's like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck? What
Yeah.
are you doing?"
That had a very dirty feel. Like, and I've said it before with movies like the original Maniac, you
Oh,
feel like you need to have a shower afterwards.
that's a good
that
dirty
had the
though.
same-
Henry, shit like that. Those are good dirty though. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're good dirty, but
it's weird
That's
how
the
it works like
reason
that
you
though. It's weird
Yeah.
because like Hostel, something like Hostel, that pissed me. I was mad. It pissed me off. That film. It was like I don't want to just see people get tortured.
yeah.
I mean, but it's different for everybody. But like,
Yeah.
something like the original Last House on the Left, which is pretty horrific in points.
Yeah.
I could
Fucking
watch
love
that every day, because it's
I love
part
that
of
movie.
this- part of the story. I don't know if it makes sense or
Yeah.
not, but anyway.
I actually found Hostel 1 and 2 box set. Someone was throwing it away. Hard rubbish.
Damn.
I like, hey, I'm not gonna lie, I picked it up and took it. I'm like, yeah, it's mine
Yeah,
now.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I had it on DVD, but Blu-ray, and it's free. I'm there for it. Yeah, Tusk is also one which I don't know. A lot of people, I think they forget the horror aspect of it. Like, that is body horror in itself. He's changing a human being into something else, and that's essentially what body horror can be. And that
Have you
was
seen Society?
pretty uncomfortable, especially that ending
Society is
scene.
one that I haven't seen. Have you seen Society? I've never seen that yet.
Society is, that's something.
I was waiting for you to do the I was waiting.
No, it's a good one. Like, it's what's that, early 90s? Billy Warlock, Brian Usner directed it, and that shunting end scene, like, that will stay with me forever. Like, that lives rent free in my brain forever. And
Wow.
I guess I am a butthead. Like, there's not many people will get it, but anyone who's seen the movie will. It's not going to be for everyone, but it's a fun one watch. It's that last scene which will gross people out.
Yeah, I know. I have seen that scene, but I haven't seen the rest of it. Did you hear that Happy Gilmore 2 is coming out? They're making Happy Gilmore 2.
I heard that. Yeah,
Wow. That was a long time ago, and he hasn't been good at that kind of comedy or whatever in a really long time. So
Thank
I'm
you.
confused. He hasn't
Thank
been.
you.
And
I can't remember
I hope
the
it's-
last Adam Sandler film I enjoyed.
Yes.
Click
Thank you.
Yeah, Click was good.
Click was all right. It had its moments, but yeah, he started doing that Fun with Dick and Jane, or no, that wasn't it. That was Jim Carrey. But what was that one where or Jack and Jill or something where he plays his sister and all that shit?
Yeah,
And it was
Yeah.
fucking dumb. Dude.
he tried to do the Eddie Murphy thing and play multiple characters. Oh, don't mess with the Zohan. That was okay. I didn't mind that. But I mean, I watched, Billy Madison. I love that movie. I will go back and I'll watch that over and over again. I love that.
Yep.
After that, Happy Gilmore, it's good. Big Daddy, another good one. But
What
that's
about is Big Daddy the one with Winona Ryder in it, where She has a dude come and
Mr.
steal her purse, and he takes off down the road. And Sandler,
Yeah.
instead of helping her out, he runs out and beats the dude's ass. And he's
Yeah.
fucking screaming, "Ah," and he's whipping his ass. And she got the purse and brings it back. And that was her friend the whole time. She's like,
Yeah,
chased
that's
out, beat the
Mr.
shit out of that guy.
Deeds. That was a remake of Mr. Deeds Goes to Washington. Or it was a remake of something. But yeah, that wasn't bad. That was forgettable though. Like I don't remember a lot of it. I remember about a black foot. Like he had a black foot.
Yes, well, he could beat on it with the fucking with the fireplace smoke and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think the one with the Drew Barrymore where she would
50
forget
First
who she was. That was actually a pretty good show, man. That was actually a pretty good one. It was kind of rough. It was kind of rough.
The Wedding Singer.
Yeah. Billy Idol and shit on the plane, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys, either of you guys, remember Sandler on SNL?
Uh-huh.
Oh, he had some great characters on SNL. You got to check it out on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's what Chris
Saturday Night
Farley
Live,
was on there. Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, it wasn't big over here. Like it wasn't on free-to-air TV, but it was on Foxtel. Like so, you could watch it on
okay.
Foxtel, and I didn't mind it too much. But it was the Norm Macdonald era.
Oh yeah, it was hit and miss.
Yeah.
It'd be one good skit in the midst of a bunch of like mediocre stuff.
Yeah. That's what
But I want to
was.
ask Ninja. But if I can
Yeah.
circle back, Ninja, what's your limit? Is there one that you think I won't watch that? Is anything too extreme? Because Gore said he doesn't really have a limit.
Except that one show that reached it. That's the only one that really has.
Right.
Yeah, that I'm pretty much the same. Like if they brought out a sequel to that, I'm like, nah, there's no point. I'm not watching it.
Right. Okay.
But I mean, usually I'll watch a movie at least once, just to see what it's like. You know,
Right.
whether I enjoy it, whether I don't enjoy it, at least I can say I've seen it.
Okay. Because Ninja, you actually like Troma, right?
Yeah, most of them.
Do you like it? Do you like them, Keith?
It has its place for sure. Yeah, things like that. Yeah, stuff like the Toxic Avenger and all them. Now, my absolute favorite Troma film ever is Mother's Day from 1980. That is fucking excellent.
And a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't put that with Troma because they're used to seeing the Toxic Avenger, Sergeant Kabuki Man.
Yeah, it was more serious and it was different than any of the rest of them. To me, it's their best made movie, probably, as far as just how as well as it's made and acted and shit. It's probably the best one.
I just got a DVD that they put out. It's a Fulci film. It's the New Gladiators. But Troma, I guess they bought the rights and they actually put it out.
Yeah, that's the it's like an Italian American post-apocalyptic one.
Yeah, it's kind of like the show Gladiators. I guess this came before that.
Okay,
that's like a TV show type thing where
all right.
I know Wolf Creek 3 was coming out.
Very cool. Yeah, John Jarrett signed up to do it. They've got now the plot in this one sounds terrible. Like, I'm sorry, but it's got...
That's not good.
An American family go camping out in the Australian outback and are beset upon by, Mick Taylor, as they are. And that leaves the two kids survive and are being hunted by Mick Taylor. I'm like, no way. That would be... No.
They're pulling
Mick Taylor would just... Yeah.
You pull like a Lord of the Flies or some shit, or a fucking, or like Fortress from 1985 with Rachel Ward, which is a damn good show. Where her and the kids went and go fucking ape shit on those dudes. Yeah,
exactly. Like, but I mean, these are kids, and the synopsis that I read has the kids are kind of like the nowadays kids. They're glued to their tablets, their phones. They're like constantly on it, so they wouldn't know what to do if they didn't have Google.
Unless they were their parents were preppers, and they might know what to do.
maybe one of
Yeah,
the kids.
I mean, they already went that route with You're Next. That was a good one. That was a good movie.
Oh, it was. Yeah, definitely. She became like the badass. She joined like the ranks of like Sarah Connor and fucking Ellen Ripley as far as badasses go.
Without even trying.
Yeah.
Like just slid into that role easily. And then nothing.
Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't follow that up. Like, I don't know why a bunch of different horror, screenwriters and directors didn't snatch her up and continue that. Man, she could have been.
Yeah.
She still could be. You need to snatch her up and make some more of that shit. Maybe she just didn't want to. That's one thing I could figure because they did. They approached her because she did that way too well.
She was in a shark film.
Damn, did she step down? Huh?
Shark Master.
Like Stark Exorcist and shit. Oh my god.
Oh no! This was a Australian-based one. She was in the remake to Patrick as well. Bait. She was in Bait. A freak tsunami traps shoppers at a coastal Australian supermarket inside the building, along with 12-foot great white sharks. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great.
But why remake Patrick? Patrick is perfect.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Ninja. I just
That's a good point, though. That's a good point. Funnily enough, I got them the same time I got Turkey Shoot, and it's a original and remake, which I haven't watched. Like I have not watched the remake.
You need to remake the ones that sucked, not the ones that were great. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Yeah.
Don't keep remaking fucking great films. Like I heard about somebody's going to do Jaws. It's like, oh no fucking way, man. That changes the way I feel about everything. It's like leave Jaws alone, man.
What movie do you think needs a remake?
Oh man, I could look back to my collection, but I don't have any of them. I don't think because they're probably bad. I don't know. There is some good ones that could be remade and it makes sense, or at least wouldn't hurt anything. But which I mean, it's not like remaking them hurts the originals really. But the fact of it is, then you always got this other one over here. You always got this stepchild over here.
You've always got the original movie to go back on. So even if they remade a good film, they've always got look at Halloween from Rob Zombie.
If they could do it right, I would say Humongous. Humongous would be interesting to see.
Oh, thank you.
Humongous is one of my fucking favorites of all time. Yeah. I love Humongous. It has such nostalgia with me.
Yeah. I still remember the video cover of that with Humongous written in the blocks, but I never saw it. Gore introduced me to it. I started talking, and I loved it. And I had this whole head canon going on in my head, because they didn't really go into the history behind it. And now I'm obsessed with this film. I love it.
Yeah.
I've got the original theatrical poster from when it came out. That's one of the first ones I got. Well, all those ones you see behind me are actual OG one sheets, man, from the films. I've also got pieces that I'm wanting to put up. Also, I got Friday the 13th Part 2 that I don't have up. I just don't have any room.
Wow. No, Humongous. That where she's picking the berries. That scene was so natural. It was just so natural. I don't know. It was obviously they were doing it for effect, but it just seems so natural to me. I love the way they did it. It's criminally underrated, I think, that film.
People would love that movie more if the problem is when it played on HBO and everything, and before they remastered it, and when it was on VHS. If you see it on VHS, you can't. When it gets dark, you cannot see what the fuck is going on. That's that's what people's problem with it is. If they could see it, they would appreciate it so much more.
Yeah, that's the same with watching it through YouTube. Whoever's uploaded it to YouTube has done the exact they've just uploaded the VHS.
Right.
And I mean that's where I watch it. I had to turn the brightness up just to see it. Still,
I have the Scorpion the Scorpion Blu-ray, and you can see it pretty good on that. Let's see. Let me find it. Yeah, it's some looking place. Here it is. Here. This is here's the Scorpion Blu-ray of it. And
Oh my gosh!
wow.
Awesome.
you can see it a lot better.
Yeah.
That's the silver, of course. And then under here you got the original.
Yes.
So yeah, you can see it pretty good on this. It's I think it's a 2K transfer, maybe.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
sweet addition, man. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's not the easiest to get a hold of, man. It's with the slipcover, it's anywhere between $70 and $120 now.
Oh, it's out of my league.
Right.
And this
Yeah,
TMC
I've
Campbell
I've
does
lost
I didn't
focus.
say that.
I don't know.
Trust me, I definitely didn't pay that for it.
Are you
I-
meant to be blurry, Jason?
I'm
There-
not.
there's
I,
no-
it's no.
That's a good one too.
I'm sure
Oh,
it'll go back into focus.
Yes, Just Before Dawn, George Kennedy. Yes.
Yeah, that's a great one too. Yes. Hell yeah, it is. Yeah. I know I talked to Ninja about this, but have you ever seen this?
No.
Watch this. Watch
There we
this,
go.
Girl. It's a
Yeah.
good one. It's newer, but it's done like old school '80s style.
Okay.
Totally. It's got a killer named Loverboy. He wears this fucked up mask. He's this big dude. He's this big incel, man.
Oh,
Sure
you're
does.
clear now,
Before-
Ninja.
Before I get on DMC's comment, I reckon, and I love the original. Maximum Overdrive needs a
Oh.
remake. That
Oh, there you go.
Like-
Yes. Yes.
I'll have that chiseled on my tombstone. If
Okay.
it's not remade by then.
Could we not
I-
have the whiny voiced woman? Can we have a normal voiced woman in this one?
No, she's going to be the ATM that will still call Stephen King an asshole. Like, I just think it's perfect. It's right for remake because of everything that uses technology nowadays. Like, you've got
Right.
drones, self-driving cars, mobile phones. There's so much stuff that could be used in it.
Yeah.
And I mean, they could make it a lot better. Like, some of the movie made no sense. Like, how does it control the gun on that army vehicle? Like, it just didn't.
Right. That's true. Yeah, because it's not connected to the motor or anything like that. It's kind of on
No.
its own. But maybe they considered machinery, and it was able to take over any kind of machinery. Maybe. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
possible. Look, maybe Stephen King was so doped up on coke, he just
Yep.
thought, "Hey, this would be cool. Let's do this."
Hey, we got to have
Yeah.
Akadaka do the music again too.
Oh yeah, they've got it. But yeah, Resident Evil remaking it a third time. Technically, it would be a fourth time. They had the original movie with Mila Jovovich. They had the remake movie, Welcome to Raccoon City. Then they had the Netflix series. Do you count that as a remake? Because it is a Resident Evil. No? Okay, so 3 times. The third time's a charm. I thought Welcome to Raccoon City was pretty good. I think they did that really well. Like, it looked like the game.
That's what we could do.
Funeral Home.
Dude, you have
That-
these badass additions, man.
This is a Screen Factory. This has already been opened.
Jeez. There are a couple like that here.
Here, I'll open it.
So
Yeah,
this live is now an unboxing.
Well, here's one. Hey, Cal. Cal-L's in the chat. How's it going, mate? Good
It's
to
got
see you back.
this was originally called Cries in the Night, I guess. And here's the original poster, and it came out as the funeral home. And it's actually really good. The woman, there's an old woman in it, and she has issues, but she does a really good job. And I think that the problem that people have with it is it's such a slow. It's slow. But
Okay.
this woman's name is Leslie Donaldson. You guys probably recognize her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks familiar.
She does a great job. She's fucking nuttier than a fruitcake, man. But she
I'm
does such a
saying
good job.
hi to Cal. I can't type in the chat. It won't let me for some reason, but I'm saying hi back.
Oh. Yeah, that's all good. It's
Oh.
good to see Cal back. Take it easy, DMC Campbell. Thank you for popping in. Much appreciated.
Yeah, DMC had good comments. He's
Yeah.
first time
He's a
seeing
good guy. He
him.
knows his shit. He knows his shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always cool. You get a whole community of movie nerds together, just know their shit. You know what I mean? We just
Yeah.
just be bouncing it back and forth.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
I
mean,
mean,
I guess it was a few
DMC
ones.
knows his stuff, like, and he's not afraid to have an opinion on something.
Right.
Yeah, Maximum Overdrive is a great choice. That's one that could really use it. A remake.
I heard.
Yeah, for some
the
reason
remake-
it looks like it's coming out as grey. Like, it's weird. Whenever I use this camera, my beard shows up as grey. There's a few grey hairs in there.
Is that Angel?
Yes. That
Damn.
this is with the new Vinegar Syndrome slipcover, and then of course there's the original.
Yeah. Yes.
I heard that.
High
I heard
School
the
Student
remake
by
was
day,
good.
Hooker by night.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that, Nate. That was on Tubi for a bit. I saw that on Tubi last year, I reckon.
I went when that came out in the theaters. I went 3 times to see that film. Vice Squad.
That's another that's Ramrod, played by Wings Hauser. That's a damn good show. It stars him and Susan Hubley, which was Kurt Russell's first wife. She's the chick in Escape from New York, the chick that's in the diner, and Kurt Russell goes there to hide, and that chick's in there, and they pull her down the floor. That's her. She plays Princess, a hooker, and Ramrod, which is played by Wings Hauser here. You guys probably recognize Wings Hauser. He's a killer pimp. He's a nutty pimp. So this is a damn good show. Watch Vice Squad if you're a good chance. Here's the original.
The best Vice one. Let's be honest.
Vice Squad.
Vice Academy. Vice Academy. Gingerly.
Yeah,
Quigley. Say no more.
Check this out. I got something with Ben Free and Michelle Bauer in it, which is
Nightmare Sisters. Love that one. Love that one. It is so much fun.
This is a Vinegar Syndrome release. Yeah.
I did do a review of that a little while back. I put it in my Trashy Tuesdays, but it was just because it's such a fun movie. And it's trashy, but it's fun. The actual story behind the making of it is even better. Like, the director he made a bet to make a movie using only the equipment they had left over from Sorority Babes and the Slime Bowl Bolorama, and to make it over a long weekend. And it just so happened there was a 4-day long weekend. He filmed it all and got it done. And the women in it, they brought their own costumes in. Like, I think it was Michelle Bauer had her own dominatrix costume. Or was that the other one? Jeez, I can't remember. But one of them had their own costume and brought it in. They made up their own caveman stuff. It's really good. That, to me, is filmmaking at its finest.
That's in the spirit of Roger Corman.
Crew. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's about making movies for the hell of it. Like, because they want it. They've got a passion.
The Moses beard, huh? He must be talking about me. Yeah, damn it, Moses beard. I'm gonna go over and get some fucking commandments here soon. I need to visit God for a minute.
The 10 horror commandments.
I fucking need God. You know, God would come in handy to me these days. You can go and give him me some commandments. Maybe he can help me.
Mel Brooks' History of the World Part 1. 15.
Right.
50. Breaks 1. 10. 10 Commandments.
I laughed so hard as a kid at that film. You look like the Piss Boy.
I've not watched that movie in ages, but so I watched that religiously. Like, taped it
Yeah.
off the TV, paused the ads out of it, everything. Holy,
You know what shocked
I
me
was-
when I watched it as a kid was what's his name? I can't remember the guy's name, but he was stark buck naked in that scene. Not Gregory Hines. I can't remember the guy's name.
yeah, Gregory
Hines.
Hines.
Okay,
from like
yeah,
White Knight, from like White
Yep.
Knights and shit. Yeah.
yeah. He was just buck ass naked.
Now,
Hang on a minute.
here's a question: Do you know, is Dawn of the Dead, is that in public domain?
Oh, no way would they let that happen.
I'd be surprised. I mean, something popped up on YouTube and it was like a 2 hour and 7 minute version of Dawn of the Dead.
Wow, that's amazing if it is.
Full movie. I'm just having a look at it now. It's perfect quality.
Nas might have to host that one.
Yep, there we go.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't-
I don't mind
don't
that.
do
That's a good thing because you can have a watch party and it's there and waiting for everyone to watch.
That's a good one for a watch party,
Cool.
let me tell you.
Yeah, that's a long one. I just saw someone's. Well, this looks like they uploaded it a year ago, a little over a year ago. Dawn of the Dead, 2 hours and 7 minutes. So I'm not sure if that's the full version, the unedited version, because there's like so many different versions.
Yeah. The original, the theatrical version is just under 2 hours. The director's cut is a little over 2 hours, and the extended cut is almost 2.5 hours. So
yeah. So this would be the extended, but not the 2.5 hour one. This is a 2 hour and 7. But it looks
that's
like
the
it's
director's cut.
perfect quality.
That's the director's cut. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all cool. Well, when I watch it, I always watch the extended just because it's Dawn of the Dead. If you're gonna watch it, watch it.
Yeah.
It's fucking it's horror loyalty, you know.
That's it.
Fucking circle.
Yeah. I will not give Wild Eye money ever, ever.
Oh,
I'll watch their movies
that.
for free.
That's
the
the
Shark X. Yeah.
Dude, can you hold that up again? That's that sweet
Yeah.
ass Dawn collection. Look at that thing, man. That and the Gamera set is the two pieces you have I love the most.
Have you seen the Criterion Godzilla?
No.
I haven't, no.
Ugh.
Holy shit.
Man.
That's awesome.
Then you go in here, and it's a book, but it also has all of the films in it. See all the discs.
Oh, that's badass.
Ooh, that is good. Be a bitch storing it though.
Yeah.
It wouldn't
Are
fit in
you
with
in
your regular.
Hold on. Let me find it. Yeah, it's got these big page. Yeah, you open it like this, and you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's like God. There's, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and some of them got more than one film on it. Like, let me see. On here you have Godzilla from '54, Godzilla Raids Again, King Kong versus Godzilla, Mothra versus Godzilla, Ghidorah, Invasion of the Astro Monster, Ibra, Horror of the Deep, Son of Godzilla, Destroy All Monsters Attack, Godzilla versus Hedorah, Godzilla versus Gigan, Godzilla versus Megalon, Godzilla versus Mega Godzilla, and Terror Mega Godzilla.
Dude, that is one sweet ass edition. Is it handy? Could you just hold up the Gamera just for me?
Yeah, it's probably like it.
Because man, that thing is sweet. Oh, dude, look at that. Is that even still available?
No.
Yeah, I didn't
No.
think so. I didn't think so.
That's been sold out for a long time now. You got the books. You see, all the movies are kept here, and then this is a big ass graphic novel, and then here is you got a this got all the comic books in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing. When I first got it, it was like $70 on pre-order about 4 years ago, and I hate to think what it goes up to now.
They've got a see on eBay now a Tombs of the Blind Dead collection in like a coffin.
Yes,
But
that's
the
all
one that's available is like used and it's beat all to hell, and they want like $100 for it.
Really?
It's like it's got a watermark. I can send you the link, Ninja. It's got a watermark in one bottom corner.
Yeah.
And it's taped.
This is probably it's an original VHS Star Wars. It's in crap condition, like it's dirty, everything like this thing has fallen off the actual tape itself, like
Wow.
should be there. But it's my pride and joy. It's even got the original purchase price sticker on it. $39.95.
And you know what's great about it? It's not specialized.
No. And then we skip to Return of the Jedi. Unfortunately,
Nice.
the cover's a little ripped, but the only one I'm missing, and I did have it, was Empire Strikes Back, which was stolen from me.
Oh,
And I'm
dude.
still pissed about it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you know who did it?
I was so long ago. It was like, 1998, I reckon. But they got theirs. Don't you worry about that.
They was tortured anally.
Wow. Okay.
Not by me.
Don't ever take my shit.
Not by me. Not by me.
Hey, I may have,
No,
I may have paid someone to go and
he paid
say
somebody to
something
yeah, stick 4 nuggets in their ass. Yeah.
Cal,
Never take his
says-
shit again.
Cal says Craven or Carpenter. I got to go with Carpenter. No question. No
Yeah,
Oh,
100%.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Now Craven does have to me 2 of the most iconic films ever made, which is Last House on the Left and the original Nightmare on Elm Street. However, he's also got The Hills Have Eyes. However, you got Carpenter in the late 70s, early 80s, went on a fucking run. There's only seconded by Dario Argento throughout the 70s and throughout the early to mid 80s.
And
He's only had a
forgot
better
one.
run.
You forgot one for Craven, Swamp Thing. No, that's a classic.
Yeah.
I got to go Carpenter because some of my favorite films are
Oh,
Uh,
you got to think.
Prince of
Precinct 13,
Darkness. Assault on Precinct 13. You can't go past that.
Precinct 13, Halloween, The Fog, Escape from New York,
Yeah.
The Thing. I mean, just blam, 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 blam,
Escape from
blam.
LA.
No, without
Oh.
Deborah Hill, he would
Ghost of
not have
Mars.
accomplished what he did. Deborah Hill was
Yeah.
a huge hit to him. When she was gone, his shit slowly went like this.
Yeah, that's I agree. But not Escape from LA, Ninja. We'll agree to disagree on that.
Yeah, I'm
All
not
that
a fan
is-
of Escape from LA.
That's Escape from New York with surfing in it. That's all it is. There's no
Yeah.
difference. No difference
Yeah.
at all. It is the exact same movie.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, Ghosts of Mars. A lot of people don't like that. I actually don't mind it. It's a fun watch. It's got a really good cast.
Starman is a great show by Carpenter, man. Starman's damn good.
Yeah.
I have to say, Cal says Craven for him. And can I just say
Yeah.
that's what I love about the community here is we can disagree and it's not
Yeah.
a problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was more versatile. I mean, you got to think Craven made the Bridges of Madison County, dude, with Clint Eastwood and Meryl Streep. A love story Craven did. Now you talk about versatile. Of course, Starman's a love story too.
True.
Yeah, it is.
The first time that Jeff Bridges showed how good he really could act, he's fantastic in Starman. That was a hint of what was to come for
I mean,
Jeff
look,
Bridges. Shit, he ended up winning an
It's
Oscar
good.
later.
People give Village of the Damned shit. I like it. Vampires, they give it shit. I like it. But then again, Wes Craven, people give Shocker shit. I love Shocker.
I love Shocker.
Horace
Shocker's
Pinker
amazing.
is great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like Deadly Friend. Yeah. See?
Yeah, see, to me, that's one of those you were saying about remakes. But Village of the Damned, I don't think it needed a remake to me.
It didn't.
No.
That was Christopher Reeve's last movie that he made before he suffered that injury.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but it's not the original. The original's fucking just excellent, man. Like the Leopard Man. You got a lot of those back then, man. They were so. Well, of course, that was before Village of the Damned, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Village of the Damned. I don't know. I just found something creepy about those kids. Like,
Yes.
yeah.
Too much kids.
I
Devil
mean, I
Times
get
Five.
that was the point. Yeah. Or you want creepy kids, the children.
Oh man, who could kill a
Yeah.
child? Oh. Well, they got the human pinata. They got the dude hanging there and they're beating him like a fucking pinata. That's fucking just
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
Laughing
Carl
and giggling.
brings up really good movies like People Under the Stairs, Hills Have Eyes, Vampire in Brooklyn. All good films. I think Vampire in Brooklyn's underrated for an Eddie Murphy and Wes Craven film. Underrated. It's a lot of fun.
I think I resisted it though, Ninja, at the time. At the
Yeah.
time, I resist because I didn't want Eddie Murphy to be in a horror. I want it wasn't horror, but you know what I mean. I wanted him
Yeah.
to do Eddie Murphy stuff. I guess it's hard. It's hard to describe.
You wanted Eddie Murphy to be a comedian.
Axel, yeah.
But I still haven't seen Axel F.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
It's
It's on my list, but so many other movies to see.
Here you go, Cal.
Yes.
Oh wow.
People Under the Stairs. Deadly Blessing.
Deadly Blessing. Yep.
Yes.
Still haven't seen it.
Slipper in the Rainbow.
What?
Yes.
Deadly Friend.
Ninja, you haven't seen
Deadly
Deadly Blessing.
No, I've got it. I got it in that 3-pack with People Under the Stairs, Serpent of the Rainbow, and Deadly Blessing. I love the first two, so I know I'll enjoy the third one.
Yeah, that's a
No,
great
I'll
film,
enjoy
dude. That's a really great film.
Yeah.
Do you like it, Keith?
Well, what is it? Deadly Blessing.
Deadly Blessing.
Yeah. Like it's got it's got a really good evilly Ernest Borgnine in it, man. It's really cool. It's like one of Sharon Stone's films. There's this great scene with her and the spider that you'll enjoy.
Yep.
Summer of
All right,
Fear
I
with
reckon
Linda Blair. Sure have, Cal. Sure have. I was disappointed in it, but yeah, I've seen it.
See, for me, Linda Blair, everyone talks about The Exorcist, but Savage Streets.
Yes.
Oh man,
yes.
Savage Street.
I love
Savage
that
Street.
one. Yes.
Oh my gosh, look at that artwork, man. That's badass.
That is fucking just ridiculous. My favorite film scene of the whole film. I even get kind of staggery voiced on it is when she's smoking a cigarette in the bathtub. See,
Yeah.
I got all excited there for a minute.
And that women in prison film she did, is it Caged Heat?
She did a couple of them.
Yeah.
I can't. Goddamn, what was that called?
And Hell Night. I loved Hell Night.
Hell Night's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hell Night.
Oh, you got colors going on, Ninja.
Yeah, it's the sun's going down, so I'm like,
Grooving. I love that concept. Oh, there you go. Man, you got all these sweet ass additions, dude. But I love that concept, Ninja. The remakes versus sequels.
Yeah.
I love that idea. That's a great idea.
yeah, let's well, while we're on the topic, I'll go through some of the ones. One thing I want to do, and this is coming up probably in the new year. I don't want to do it tonight or in the next few weeks because I think everyone's got a lot of things on, especially with Christmas coming up.
Yeah.
But I want to look at some movies that have been remade and look at them in a different light with the originals. Like what the original did the remake improve? What could it have done better? And things like that. And I mean, there's a whole bunch. I mean, look, you've got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Can't be tough.
This was a good remake. But then you've got
The original-
movies like,
That is a good remake, but damn, the original is just everything you want.
Yeah, the
The
Wolfman.
Wolfman.
I'm conflicted on that. It had star power.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
one
fucking
I think
what's his
I
name?
think one that you'll like more, the remake versus the
Ooh.
original.
Ooh.
That's very good. That is the only one that I can think of as far as the remake and original goes. Is the only one where I prefer the remake. The only
Interesting.
one.
Interesting.
The only one. That's strange, isn't it? You wouldn't expect that, would you?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But
I would not.
I actually do prefer it. I think it's so much better acted. It's just the characters are just the original to me seems like it's trying to be a Last House on the Left or a Last House at the end of the street. It's just trying to be one of them, I think. And the casting kind of blew as far as the bad guys go. Now the Jennifer Hills character, I think she's so good in the original. I loved her as Jennifer Hills.
Yeah.
But the main bad guy is trying to be Krug from Last House. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
he is. He's trying too hard.
I can see that point, though. I can see that point. You
Yeah.
got something there. I do see that.
You cannot redo fucking David Hess. David Hess is fucking badass.
Yeah.
You can't do it. He is that dude. he looks like a brute. David Hess looks so fucking brutish. See, he is
Yeah.
Krug,
Even
but
in
he's a nice guy, and he's a great musician. Or was he passed away, of course, but
But like in Swamp Thing, he
I
was
think-
essentially doing that character in Swamp Thing as well.
Yeah.
he sure was. He even carried the fucking machete.
Thank you.
Probably the same one, Hey, what? You want to bring the machete? Yeah,
Okay,
cool. All right.
Yeah, no, there's like a bunch of ones here that I want to, dive into, discuss with, a bunch of people, look what was done well. There's also, like, I want to do a few of the Japanese ones and the American ones. So, like, Cairo and Pulse. I love the remake. It's very different to the original, but I want to see, what other people think and sort of get into the, what was done well about it. Because I think one thing that, and this kind of came along with, the Crow remake. When I heard about that, I was apprehensive, and I was rightly so. I hated it. Hated it. Well, look, I don't want to say a bad thing about the actors because I think
Just Wreck and Quarantine. Quarantine's actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
Wreck is fucking awesome, and Wreck 2 is fucking badass. Wreck 2 is my favorite of all of them. That's the collection. That's the screenplay.
I've got all 4 Rec films and I love them all. They're
Wreck is
all
just so good
different to
because
the other.
because spoiler for anybody who hasn't seen them, it's not infection, it's actually fucking possession, and which I thought was fucking awesome, man. It was a whole cool new way to go about it.
Yeah, it was very reminiscent of Demons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
You go through the whole first movie thinking that they're infected, or or it's like 28 days later or something, and then toward the end of part 2, it's like, whoa! That I thought that was such a cool, revealing.
Yeah, definitely. Like, and then to bring it back in the 4th one, a lot of people don't like the 4th one. I did, but Cal, we'll get you on. We'll talk about the Prophecy 6.
Cal
does have an interesting take. He doesn't like the original Texas, and I'm like, what? But that's the cool.
Chainsaw Massacre is the greatest horror movie ever made. Period.
But we can all disagree. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's the thing. To me, it feels like a documentary almost. It's like they had a camera and they're just documenting their snuff fucking killings. It's like you feel so dirty and so grimy, and you can smell this place. You can smell the place. And I'm telling you, the greatest Final Girl performance of all time was Marilyn Burns in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Greatest Final Girl performance of all time.
She was back. There you go.
This will be up there.
And that chainsaw dance.
Yeah.
The chainsaw dance as the sun's coming up, man. That's badass.
And the way the way Gunnar Hansen played Leatherface, he didn't say a word, but you knew exactly how he felt.
Yeah.
And it was kind of reminiscent of Frankenstein in 1931 when Frankenstein looks up and you could tell he's just saying, "Why me?" Why? Why have you done this to me? Why has thou forsaken me? And also, Bubba or Bub in Day of the Dead was the same way. He didn't have to say a word, but you knew what he was conveying just by his action in his face.
That's a great
fucking
point.
Yeah.
Great point.
Suspiria. Now, I don't know.
Oh my
this
goodness.
This is not open. This is the original, not open, but I'm a little worried. I can hear it rattling.
I hate
Cal,
that.
I
Dude,
haven't
I
opened
hate
it.
that.
We're gonna fight, Cal.
Ooh.
We're gonna fight, my friend.
Dude, when they're rattling around in the case, that's the worst. I hate that.
I didn't want to open it, but I'm going to.
Or you open it and pieces of the spindle fall out. I hate that as well.
Floaters? Yeah, they're called
Yeah.
floaters.
Yeah.
Just like I told Cal, I said, Cal, we're gonna fight, my friend.
Yeah.
I do like her as a final girl. I think she was really good in that.
Fucking
Like,
unreal. You felt it. Like you felt so terrible. You know what I mean? You looked fucking freaked out. I mean, because she was freaked out.
Yeah.
She wasn't acting. She was really fucked up. So you could tell me that something that was real was a bad performance? Think about it that way. She really was reacting that way. So, you know, that was real. She wasn't acting. So how could it be a bad performance?
It's all good.
What's it like,
It's back in.
Binge? Oh,
It's
okay.
in perfect condition.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. Another
What-
one I haven't
what-
opened, but Suspiria. It was rattling around in there, and I'd never
man.
opened it. There's just some films I've seen, like The Wolfman. I haven't opened that. That's my problem. I buy these movies really cheap, and I never open them.
Interesting. Can I just say Wayne Turner? Wayne Turner has said,
Yep.
suggested Dead and Buried. Now, I love Dead and Buried. That's a classic.
Dead
It
and
would be
Buried is good.
interesting to see what they would do with it, but I don't think they could top it. But
The greatest thing. Well, Cal, I hate to tell you, man, but it was definitely the greatest performance of all time, and that is the greatest horror movie ever made. So I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that can, Cal.
Keith,
Yeah, look, with what Wayne said, did they remake Martin? I thought they
I
did.
thought so. I thought they did.
No, I don't recall it.
Hmm.
Martin.
Yeah.
Martin.
Near Dark, I don't think they should. Dead and Buried, I'd like to see them do. I love Dead and Buried. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
There's a Martin
Oh.
and
Ouch.
Here you go, Ninja. You can do your this movie.
Yeah. Halloween 3 needs a remake for sure. The Halloween
I
3
love it.
Season of the Witch needs a remake
Oh,
because that
yeah.
would work so well now.
But it does.
Why-
One of the made works so well, though. You know what I mean?
It does.
So
It
does the
does.
first Sleepaway Camp, Wayne. The first Sleepaway Camp was fucking killer. I love that shit. The greatest shock ending ever. I mean, you're talking about of all time. Can you think of a better ending than
Oh,
the
yeah.
original Sleepaway Camp? It's a
Like-
chick with a dick.
But could they do that nowadays?
That's the
I
question.
don't know if they get away with that. They could try. I mean, look at what they got away with, you know. What we're talking about, Terrifier 2. Ooh.
No, Near Dark is pretty damn good. Near Dark is good and bloody, but it's fun too. You know what I mean? You got Bill Paxton in there. He's such a great character. You got Lance Hendrickson. You can't beat that, man. Lance Hendrickson's a badass.
Oh,
Piranha 3D.
nice. Nice.
Oh hell yeah!
That's another one. Like that, the original compared to this one, I think they remade this one perfectly. They took it to the next level. Night of the Living Dead, 1990.
That's a good remake too, man. It can't
Yeah.
top the original, but it is good.
Yeah, but I mean, there are things that they do really well in it. But there are
Oh,
also
hell yeah.
things that they don't
Cast
do
too.
really well.
Right.
Oh, great
Right.
cast. Tony Todd, Patricia Tallman,
Oh, God,
Henry
fucking
Tom
Tom Towell.
Towles. Tom Towles. Yeah, I was going to say Henry Towles, but it's Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer that he's in.
Yeah,
there's-
Sleepaway Camp 2 is fun as fuck. With Pamela Springsteen, I never seen anybody take fucking delight in killing people. She just loved it. You know, she owned that shit. Shit happened at the end of the first one, and she did fuck it. Now, I don't think that old girl could have played her like Pamela Springsteen did. She did. No, she was perfect for the first one.
Felissa Rose
She is
did
the
something.
original Angela. She is the original Angela, but I don't think she could have that delight that Pamela Springsteen did in the second one, and even the third one, because she was a fucking basket case in that. Speaking of basket case, oh my god,
Sorry,
That's
I
one
just saw this comment. Martin could start Ricky Martin. Yeah. Yeah, no. let's just leave that one alone.
That would be
Sleepaway Camp
interesting.
2 is a good one. What are your thoughts on Sleepaway Camp 3? Because I know a particular YouTuber says it's the best one. I
No.
disagree.
Yeah.
I love Sleepaway Camp Part 2.
Yes. I like the first two almost evenly, but they're two different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're two different aspects. You know, like I said, Sleepaway Camp 2 is so fun. Yes, the first Sleepaway Camp is the better horror film, and it's got the better. You see what I'm saying? It's got the better horror vibe. It's got more of that early '80s horror feeling. But you can't deny Sleepaway Camp 2 and the fun you have with it, man. You can't deny that.
I can't get into Sleepaway Camp 4. I need to finish off my Sleepaway Camp series. I'm a completionist. I need to watch it, get through it. Have you seen them, Raoul?
No, I saw like little bits and pieces of the first one, but not really. I wasn't really paying attention.
I reckon go back and watch Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. Just those two. They're a lot of fun.
What's funny about Pamela Springsteen is she doesn't do any horror conventions. Can you imagine the killing that Pamela Springsteen would make if she started doing conventions?
Yeah,
They're giving the line all the way out the fucking door, man, because she's never done that shit.
Yeah.
And people love her so much in that. That's, of course, Bruce Springsteen's sister, of course, you guys know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that'll ever happen, Wayne. Human Centipede remake. Yeah. We've got Shay Rants. Welcome. And I just watched Sleepaway 1, 2, and 3 for the first time 2 years ago. I feel so bad. 3 is good, 2 is the best. 1 is a classic as well. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. There's something about the second one that really just is so much fun. I don't know what it is about it, but I can go back and watch it anytime.
You know, it's look over. You can just tell she's having a fun day.
Yeah.
Then here season 3. I mean, you know, she's still there. It's all right, but it just feels like it was just kind of rushed to be made. The first, you know what I mean? It doesn't have what he has. It's like a week redo of it. So
yeah, well, it's funny. There was like a week or two between the filming of Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. Like there wasn't that big of a gap. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
So it feels that way. But there are movies where they do that and it works. There are movies where they do that and it doesn't. With Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3, it kind of works. With Wishmaster 3 and 4, it does not fucking work. Terrible.
Yeah. So many stars started in horror, like Brad Pitt in Cutting Class, Johnny Depp in Nightmare on Elm Street, on and on and on, man. Just like
Leonardo
I was saying,
DiCaprio.
Jennifer Aniston in Leprechaun, you know,
Kevin Bacon Friday.
Oh yeah, that was only his second film. His first.
He's went back to horror. Like Kevin Bacon's went back to horror.
Yeah,
multiple times.
Depp proudly talks about how he started his career getting eaten by a bear. You know.
Like, you got to respect where you come from, man. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
absolutely.
George Clooney in Return to Horror High.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
George Clooney in Return of the Killer Tomatoes.
Oh, yeah. I've been thinking about that. Yeah.
I didn't mind that one. Like, I actually enjoyed that. I don't know what it was about that movie, but there was just, well, I do know what it was about that movie. I was a teenager and there was a very attractive young lady in it.
What the original Slumber Party Massacre, man? What'd you think about that remake? I still haven't seen it yet. I love the original Slumber Party Massacre. He is so great, man.
Yeah.
You're also very pretty hair. It's just like, wow.
No, I just could not get into the remake at all.
I haven't seen it. I didn't think it would be. I didn't think it would do it. Now a lot of people prefer the second one. You know why I think they prefer the second one? Is that guitar that's a drill. I think they just fell in love with that.
Oh.
But to me, the original Slumber Party just kicks the shit out of it, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. Like, there is something about the second one that is really good. It's a lot of fun.
It is.
But
no one knows an absolute favorite for you that you can rewatch all the time. Cal says, can I get one movie from you all that no one knows is an absolute favorite of yours that you can rewatch all the time?
Just any genre?
Yeah. He didn't specify a genre, so yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Absolute favorite of mine that I can watch anytime, huh?
The Warriors.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's not bad. That's a pretty good one.
Shit, you got man. You got The Outsiders.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Just that story, the story of them trying to get home, and all the different gangs. I never get tired of that.
Yeah, that is a great show. Grew up on that motherfucker. That's some of my earliest movies. I was 5, 6 years old. I remember seeing it. It came out in '79, I think, when I was 6.
Wow.
Hold on here. Let me see.
How about you, Ninja?
I'm leaning towards Tremors.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Or Ghostbusters. I could chuck either one of those two on and just any day of the week and just watch them. Yeah, just they're fun. They've got a bit of a laugh to them. You know, they're good-hearted and they're horrific.
Good choice. How about you, Keith?
Oh man. Oh geez. Fuck. I'm trying to think of that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's actually so many of them. But fuck it, I'll just I'll grab a couple of them right here since I'm right here close to the horror section. I've got a lot. Like I said, The Outsiders is in there. Pieces.
Okay.
And Carrie.
Carrie,
I can watch.
There's a podcast in Adelaide that I listened to, and they were just discussing horror films on their last weekend's podcast. And Pieces got brought up along with several other horror films. And I'm like, I'm sure I have this, and I don't have it on physical media. So I went onto eBay to find it. You type in Pieces, and you think the movie comes up? No. Like, I spent hours looking. Well, not hours. I spent a while looking for it, and then I went, whatever. Oh, that's a deep cut. Class of 1999. That is one I have not seen in a while. It's where they're all cyborg teachers. That was good. I love the cover. I remember seeing the cover of the VHS cover and had like this sort of chrome looking design. Yeah,
that's even better.
Really good. Class of 1984. Yeah, that's a classic. I'm not sure. I think I've signed on Class of 99. But then again, I haven't seen Class of 84 in a long time, so maybe my taste has changed. What else? The Mist remake with a happy ending. Nah. I love The Mist. The Mist is great. They did it as a TV show, and it was not the same. It was okay, but it was just this wasn't good. Scanners, yeah, I liked Scanners, but I mean, I couldn't really watch it all the time. Like I couldn't just put it on.
Once a year.
Yeah. Yeah, once a year I could definitely do easily. What else? Carrie. Controversial. Not a fan of Carrie.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know, man. You told me that, and I was like, oh, dude.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
I never got into it.
Crazy.
Oh, Stepfather's great. That's a great one.
Terry Quinn. Classic.
Terry O'Quinn, yeah.
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 The Wanderers. Sudden Death. Sudden Death. Yes. I just picked up a 3-pack with Sudden Death on it. Passenger 57 is an absolute classic. I love Passenger 57. Like Richard Payne as a bad guy is just amazing in it. I'm pretty sure he took over from Julian Sands as a warlock in Warlock 3.
Wow.
Alexander Payne or something like that.
I mean, Crispin Glover.
Good to see
Crispin
I'm not alone. Thank you. Oh, Wayne, well, just I showed up a couple of my old VHS tapes. I don't know if you were in the chat when I showed them, but Star Wars and Return of the Jedi. I do have a few more, but they're safely put away.
Also, I got Revenge of the Nerds the other day on fucking Blu-ray finally. Revenge of the Nerds is
no way. That is
great.
awesome.
Yeah. Now
That is awesome.
I got Porky's, but I want to get the Arrow Porky's. Porky's
Okay.
is really great.
What about Screwballs?
Don't have that, man. Don't have that.
I've not seen that in a long time.
Well, hang on a second.
I'll tell you one that doesn't get a lot of talking about is Summer School.
Yeah.
That no one around really cared for it over here because they didn't. Well, Summer School's not a thing over here. At least wasn't for me. Maybe it was. I don't know. But I just love the dynamic in it. Like Mark Harmon was great in it. The whole classroom with they've got the two kids that are obsessed with horror. So I'm like, I like you guys.
Early Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. Valley Girl, yeah.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Early Willem Dafoe. Diane
Streets of
Lane.
Fire.
And to me, John Travolta's best performance of all time. This and
I
Bill.
love that. I love that
Urban
movie,
Cowboy
dude.
No.
Urban Cowboy is one of my favorite movies ever made. Yep. It's
John
like
Travolta's best performance,
yes.
Broken Arrow.
Urban Cowboy. Plus, it's got Deborah Winger in it, man. Deborah Winger's fucking great in it. Scott Glenn, you got a younger Scott Glenn in here. This is a good film, man. It really is. Streets of Fire. I haven't watched this copy of it yet, but I mean it's a nice copy. Valley Girl, man.
That's a classic. That's a classic.
Like Gag Me with a Spoon.
Totally.
It's great, yeah.
One underrated and one overrated.
We got two questions here. So we've got one from Cal, we've got one from
Oh, okay.
So we've got a terrible movie that you love, that you know is terrible, but you love it. Well,
Casual Sex.
That's the one with Leah Thompson.
That's got Leah Thompson. And it's got Andy Dice Clay before his career kicked off. He's a riot, man.
Hold on. Did Andrew Dice Clay? Did his career really take off? I mean, he got Adventures of Ford Fairlane, and that's it. That's it.
For a couple of minutes, it did. For a couple of minutes,
Hey.
man.
He sold out Madison Square Garden I think 3 nights consecutively. I would have to say it took off at least for a few minutes.
A terrible movie that you love. Yeah.
That's easy for me.
Drive. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love it. Like undisputed.
But I don't consider it terrible.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of people don't like it. That's what I can say.
I'm going to say Zaat. Zaat.
Ooh, I don't know that one.
Oh my goodness, dude! You owe it to yourself to check it out. Zaat with an exclamation point.
I would say the overrated are Videodrome and Nightbreed.
Yeah, I was just about. From 1971. That.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Full movie is on YouTube. Yes. What's this one? What's one movie you think is underrated and one that's overrated? Underrated.
What? Cal, oh my God, Cal. Cal is calling Brightburn, the original Chainsaw Massacre, and the original Black Christmas overrated. Black Christmas is a masterclass in atmosphere. Period. The most atmospheric horror movie ever made. Black Christmas.
What's your choices, man?
For overrated, The Witch.
Maybe.
I've just heard nothing but people rave about it, and I watched it and was bored to tears.
Underrated.
Yeah. Overrated is underrated.
Ooh. Hold on, let me see here. Dolls.
I'm gonna say Hellraiser 2022. It's a remake, but it does something different. I mean, there's a lot more that's underrated. Like you mentioned, their Dolls. Brightburn is underrated.
Dolls is the best doll movie like that ever made, including Puppet Master.
Crash and Burn's another one I think is underrated. Like that's a Roger Corman film. Yeah, I haven't seen that in ages, but I definitely want to. Trying to think. Another one which I don't know if I'd say it's underrated. It has a lot of people that do enjoy it. It's also got a lot of people that hate it. And this was mentioned again in that podcast, Dave's Video Graveyard. It's crude and it's funny. That's why I listen to it. Brain Scan.
I think It's Alive is underrated too.
Yeah. There you go. Trust me, after that, you're not missing much, Cal.
Just watch the reviews on Ginger Ninja movie reviews.
It's Alive. Oh my God, yes. It's Alive.
I got that collection up here too.
You know which one I liked out of the original trilogy? It's Alive 3. Island of the Alive.
Yes.
Yeah, nice. They remade that one too. They remade that with I think Julia Stiles was in it.
For underrated, I'm going to say Humongous.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
And overrated, I have to say Escape from LA because I despise that movie.
There's only one thing wrong with the Davis baby. It's alive.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a great poster.
I love that tagline. There's only one thing wrong with the Davis baby. It's alive.
They Live is underrated.
I don't know. I think it's raised a lot the last few years, man. I think people have grown to have a lot of appreciation for They Live, just like they have for Halloween 2, just like they have for Exorcist 3. They were all underrated in the past, but they're growing. They've grown over the years.
Oh yeah,
my fiance prefers Exorcist 3. My fiance likes Exorcist 3, well, aka Legion, better than the original.
Oh yeah,
I don't.
Is that
I like them both. They're different.
is 3 the one with Richard Burton?
No, that's 2.
no,
2, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
Three's one with George C. Scott in it.
yeah. Brad
Oh,
Dourif,
okay.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. Raoul and I know my love for They Live. It is never underrated in my opinion. In my heart, it's there. It lives there.
This one, wrong.
Oh, wow, okay. I don't think I've seen that.
Here's
That's good.
the original poster for it. It's got George C. Scott at the top of the stairs. It's really
Nice.
good, man.
Nice.
Really good. Really good. It's got him. It's got Brad Dourif does a fucking incredible job in this. Brad Dourif.
Nice. You mentioned They Live, Ninja. I have to say, They Live and Escape from New York is like the best 1-2 punch from a director you could. That's just.
I agree. Like they are both amazing films. And look, this is going to be a hot take, but Black Xmas, not the most recent one, but I do like the first remake they did. I thought that had a really good cast. Like I really enjoyed it.
Not bad. Yeah. It didn't try to match the atmosphere. It went another way, which is smart.
Well, I think
Because you're not going to
what
make the
Cal's
original
saying
one
here,
You're not going to be able to do that.
with the Hitcher remake. What do you guys think about the Hitcher remake?
I prefer Joyride over the remake.
Yeah,
it's the same
so
type.
I
of,
love
you know what I mean?
the original Hitcher.
What's the-
I like,
Oh
but
yeah,
it's not one that I'll go back to. Like Rutger Hauer's great in it, but I would watch Blind Fury over the Hitcher.
Wow. Okay.
If I had to choose a Rutger Hauer movie,
Well, Nighthawks.
Nighthawks is good. Stallone, you know.
That's a good
But-
choice.
Rutger
Yeah,
Hauer plays a
another one,
great
and-
terrorist, man. He's a great terrorist. Nutcase now.
Yeah,
Billy D.
this
Williams.
is an underrated film. Split Second with Rutger Hauer.
Okay.
Set in a flooded England, and there's like this creature which is kind of a mix of the alien and predator that's going around, and it's got like supernatural elements. It's got occult stuff. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Essentially, it's just like we don't know what we're doing. Let's just put all this mad stuff in, and we'll send Rutger Hauer at it. Oh, Breakdown, yeah, classic.
Just
Kurt
go for
Russell.
it.
Yeah, Kurt Russell's great in that one. Have you guys seen Breakdown? Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's an amazing film. I love that. Love it.
Where's my wife? Yeah.
Who is that guy?
You
Who
took
is
my
the
wife?
who is the heavy set guy with the glasses? That dude plays a stone cold killer so good. Who is that dude?
yeah.
I hated, man. He did his job. I hated that guy.
I do not remember who that was, man. Here, let me type it up real quick. Let me
Yeah,
see.
JT Walsh.
Oh, is that
Okay.
okay?
What-
Okay.
Cool.
MC Gainey, maybe. I don't know, but JT Walsh is what I was thinking of, and he's good. Like
Yeah,
he's
He
done
died just
everything.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
He played one of the doctors in the original Fletch. You guys remember
Oh,
Fletch and Chevy Chase?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Fletch is amazing. I love that. Yes.
He was at his very peak. That and Seems Like Old Times are my two favorite Chevy Chase roles. Seems Like Old Times is fucking great.
Yes. I'm glad
Money
you mentioned
Farm.
that one. Yes.
It's fucking hilarious. Charles Grodin, Goldie Hawn, Chevy Chase, where she's married to Charles Grodin and he's a fucking district attorney, and just on and on and on. It's just crazy. It's got a young TK Carter in it. He's the driver of her car. This is like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
He's
I'm
an
gonna
asshole.
Call's brought up two good points. First, Ginger Snaps 2, super underrated, top tier werewolf film. 100% agree. And American Werewolf in Paris.
That's not as bad as people act like
Oh.
either. It's not
Thank you.
good, but it's not bad either.
For the time that it came out, it was fine. Like I enjoyed it. Like I actually
Yeah.
preferred that over the original. The original to me was
To me, it's overrated. The first one is the original.
Yeah.
I much prefer The Howling. I much prefer it. It's a much better horror film.
yeah.
The Howling. And it's got just as good of effects. It's just a little darker. Those effects in The Howling are fucking terrifying when Eddie's turning, man. That's the scariest fucking transformation I've ever seen in a werewolf movie.
The Howling or Wolfen was I thought was pretty good.
Wolfen
Yeah.
was
Albert Finney.
that was like a
Yeah,
it was like a police
yeah,
investigation into a werewolf. Like
Yep.
when I first
Very
watched that, hiring that on
Very-
VHS, like I didn't grasp that concept too well. But
Yeah, it's more
Now,
of a non.
going
It's more of
back
an
on it.
adult movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite Kevin Bacon movie?
Whew. I liked White Noise.
Jeez.
Yeah, I loved his performance in X-Men First Class. I thought he was a great Sebastian. He was a great villain
Yes.
in X-Men. Kevin Bacon makes a great villain. Hollow
He
Man.
does. Hollow Man was brilliant. Hollow Man was brilliant. I liked him in Stir of Echoes. I thought he did a
Super.
really good job in that.
Super. Great job in that too. As a drug dealer that takes over Liv Tyler and brings her and keeps her all drugged up. He was an ass in that too. Super. You think it's gonna be a fun movie till you see it and find out how fucked up
Oh.
it is.
It's yeah.
It's got some fucked up
Yeah.
shit happening in the movie. It's fun
Yeah,
like
Hollow
that.
Man's good. Stir of Echoes. Wild
yeah, oh,
Things.
Wild Things, yeah.
I think I like that movie for two other reasons, but you know,
Ah. Gore's got everything at hand right there.
oh yeah.
What about True Romance? Damn good film too. Oh yeah, man. I got all this shit.
Howling
I
better
usually
than
don't-
American Werewolf. No.
I do agree with that though. I do agree. I think Howling
Yeah.
is a better film.
It is. Silver Bullet better than well, there's only one problem with Silver Bullet that I have is the way the werewolf looks. Other than that, I love Silver Bullet. When they finally show the
Yeah.
werewolf, he looks more like a doggy. Like a cute little doggy.
You talked about
Oh,
a good villain. How about Kiefer
Yeah.
Sutherland as that pedophile kind of guy? And I can't remember the name of the film.
Freeway. Freeway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he is, oh my gosh, when he's talking to the mother and he's like, I don't even prefer this, but I'll make an exception. God, man, that was rough. That was rough.
Flatliners
Yeah,
was a
it's
really
funny.
good one with him, man. Flatliners is something that people don't talk about much. And
Yeah.
that was unique as fuck, man.
Yeah, we're
Pretty
talking
solid.
about movie you can go back and watch over and over again. And I said Tremors. Yeah, I didn't even think of Kevin Bacon being in that movie.
Yeah.
Stand by Me. Stand by Me is one that I can watch a lot too.
Okay.
Yeah,
AKA The Body. Yeah.
Like you guys will probably hate this, but one I could watch you could put it on anytime. Godzilla versus Megalon. I just
Yeah,
never get tired of that. It's so colorful and
yeah.
cheesy, and I just love it.
What's wrong with the King Kong and King Kong versus Godzilla back in the day? What's wrong with that fucking King Kong? The Japanese made him look fucking weird, didn't they?
They did. They did.
He's a strange looking dude, man. Just like, whoa. That's fucked up looking King Kong. He's all kinds
It's
of
like his-
problems going on.
His arms are so big, long.
His face is just like,
Yeah.
I don't recall those ones. I don't recall them.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
I mean,
can even
Granted,
as a
the
kid,
first
what the
Godzilla
fuck?
I saw was 1985. Like back when they remade. I think it had like they remade. It was Godzilla 85 or something. It was, I
Yes.
remember hiring that out. And,
Okay, too.
yeah, but I never got back into the older ones until much later on. But I don't think I've seen a Japanese version of King Kong.
He looks
Oh
all
my
fucked
goodness.
up.
Dude,
Check it out.
I might have to.
Late 60s, early 70s when it all.
Don't
Yeah.
buy it, Ninja. I might find one for you, dude.
It's not great. It's really not.
Yeah.
But because
Favorite
most last
Psycho in a franchise. Favorite Psycho. Well, I mean, how do you define a Psycho? Like,
I think he
talking
means the Norman
Clown
Bates
or-
one.
favorite Psycho in the franchise.
favorite Psycho in the franchise? Psycho 2.
The first one.
Now, see, I'm torn here because the first one is by far the iconic, mild, just classic.
Yeah.
But Meg,
Two
is it
before them.
Jennifer Tilly and is it Jennifer or Meg that's in the second one?
Meg.
Meg.
Like Tilly, yeah.
I thought
she was a
did
star
really
long-
good.
She was a star long before her sister Jennifer. Jennifer didn't come in until like Moving Violations and shit like
That's
that.
right. Yeah, I thought 2 was well done, but I mean, how can
Yes,
you
it
put
was.
it up against the original though?
Well, they didn't try to live off the original in the second one. They made a whole new story, and they made it to where he was trying to be okay, but then they finally drove him fucking nuts again, And then he's not even a killer until the third one.
Yeah. Hey, you can't fire me. I was hired by the state boy.
Right? Yeah. It's
That
just,
line, I love that. We got Doc Dredd in the chat. Oh my goodness.
Hey.
Doc Dredd, how's Bucky? How's Mort? How's Hugo?
but
Oh.
that's what I love about it.
Cal. Yes. This is
It didn't.
Cal is the man. Look at that. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. The Abel Ferreira 1990s version. I love that movie. And not
You know, I
just
still
for
haven't seen
Gabriel
that.
Anwar.
I still have not seen that
Oh.
movie. I still haven't seen it.
Like just the
I love the
opening.
first remake. I love the first remake with Donald Sutherland. To me, that's my favorite. Even though I do love the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers
Top tier. As a remake, that's like,
with Kevin
Perfect.
McCarthy.
yeah. The black
It's cool
and white
to see
version is
Doc-
good.
Doc, I can't type. I can't join the chat for some reason. It won't let me join, but I am reading what you're saying, Doc. Sorry, Ninja. I didn't mean to step on you there, bro.
No worries at all. Got to say good day to everyone who comes in the chat, It's
Yeah.
not a lie.
Doc does movie reviews as well, like us. He does them as well.
Yeah.
Oh, we got
And
Mr. Dan,
Other, yeah.
the Jersey Devil.
Everyone's coming. G'day, Mr. Dan.
Yeah, man.
You know what? I never watched Bates Motel. I never watched it. There's a lot
I
of
like
TV
most
shows
seasons
that
of it.
I never watched.
Yeah, I don't consider them part of the official universe of whatever the franchise is. I just don't.
Psycho
know.
3 is not bad either when you think about it.
Yeah.
It was. They tried.
Was it Psycho 4 where it had Olivia Hussey as
Yes, as his mom. Yep,
Yeah.
that's a good one too. He does great in that, man.
Yeah. I mean, they're all good. They're just not as good as, I think they kind of, it is very much the law of diminishing returns, but not to the extreme of some franchises. They're just not as good as the previous one, just by a little bit. But
All right, we mentioned Anthony Perkins. Can we talk about the one he did with Kathleen Turner? What was that?
Edge of
Oh,
Sanity?
come on. Crimes of Passion
No.
with Kathleen Turner.
Yeah.
That was a different kind of film.
I have not seen that in a long time. I remember the cover and I think it had someone was putting on stockings or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was probably a bit too young to really appreciate that film.
Have you seen that one, Keith?
Which one is it?
Crimes
What was
of
it called
Passion.
again? Crimes of Passion with
Yeah, it's been years, but yeah, I seen it. Yeah.
yeah.
It's definitely a good one. But what I don't know. He's just known for that. He's known for Psycho. Everything else that he's done has kind of been pushed to the
Yeah.
wayside, I think, which is I don't think's deserved. I think he's done
I
some
like-
really good.
Once
He's
you
got a
play
good
Norman
one called
Bates,
How Awful About Alan. I like that one. That's an older one.
once you play Norman Bates when you're that young and it hits that big and it's iconic as it is,
Yeah.
you're always going to be Norman Bates, man. You can't help it. And
Yeah.
the way he looked at it was like this: at least I have that. Most people don't even get that. So that's a good way to look at it. At least I am that. It's better than not having anything in the industry.
True.
Yeah, I always thought that was a great attitude to have about it.
Well, poor Mark Hamill. He was always Luke Skywalker.
Right, and he had kind of the same attitude.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
wanted to
most
do
people
more, like
wouldn't
he
get
tried
that,
to do
you know?
more, but they kept
Corvette
pulling him
Summer.
back in.
Most
Have you
people
guys
don't-
seen that with Mark Hamill, Corvette Summer? Yeah,
No.
that's an old one.
He was
So
also an
strange.
episode of One Day at a Time. He was Schneider's helper or his nephew. Do you remember that
Oh,
episode of One
really?
Day at a Time?
Yeah.
He was like his little helper, and he was a kleptomaniac. He was stealing shit.
That was Valerie Bertinelli and
Mackenzie Phillips.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
That was the
Gore-
Romano, and it takes place here in Indiana, where I'm at. It takes place right in Indiana, in Indianapolis. Yeah.
Okay.
Gore's breaking out the classic TV, man. That's awesome.
I got it all,
It's
man.
funny, we're talking about movies that were made in our backyards. The Babadook,
Oh,
literally
I like
a suburb away from it.
that kid wasn't that bad. I didn't think. I thought there was these two were so fucked up. Him and his mom. I mean, his mom is the
Yeah.
motherfucking Babadook. I mean, come on. If you got the Babadook in your house and your dad just got killed in a fucked up way, you're going to be annoying too. You know?
I mean,
I mean,
yeah,
really,
you're going to be annoying, but that's next level annoying. Like that kid.
Hey. To each their own, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look, it's
The kid's on a great.
I mean, yeah, he did. The whole cast did a really great job. But I'm actually going to go and visit the house. I'm going to take some photos of the actual house on the weekend.
Nice. You should make an episode of that, Ninja.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
I wanted to do it for Talk to Me because that was filmed not too far away from me as well.
Cool.
But there's no real outside shots that you can use.
Right. That's a shame, man. That'd make a good little
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah. And Mark Hamill does do a good Joker.
Yeah,
He
good
does.
point, Doc.
Oh
Good
yeah,
point.
he's a great voice actor.
Yeah.
Good voice actor.
He was also good in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
I seen that once, I think, but I think I was stoned, man. I don't remember.
Yeah.
For real, for real, I was. You know, I'm just being honest.
Yeah, no, it's look, I'm a huge fan of Kevin Smith. I've enjoyed majority of his movies that I've seen, but Jay and
It's
Silent
good.
Bob Strike Back was just stupid fun, like dumb fun. That's all it is. It's stoner comedy. Wolf Creek is not made near me, and yeah,
Nowhere near us.
no.
That's way in the outback.
Australia
Right?
is so massive. Like it would take
Yeah.
me 4 days to drive there.
And why would you want to?
Well, just
Go to the
yeah,
beach.
Wolf Creek. It's an actual media crater. It actually does look really good, like from what I've seen of it. But if they're making a Wolf Creek 3, I'm probably not going to be going out there anytime soon.
Yeah, man.
Be cool though. One day I would like to go and see it.
I gotta plug my man Doc real quick. He does movie
Yeah.
reviews, but he's got a show called Doc's Trailer Park where he shows different trailers, and that is actually really fun. I saw that for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and those trailers are actually
Okay.
sometimes it's more entertaining than the films. Sometimes.
Who is it?
Dr. Ed. He does a Doc's Trailer
Oh,
Park.
good.
Yeah,
This
You right here in the
gentleman
chat. Okay.
he's a good guy. I've known him forever.
Yeah. What sort of trailers? Like, is it just recent, old?
I think it was more like towards the 70s. It might have been a few newer ones, but yeah, those classic old grindhouse trailers, you just can't you
Yeah.
can't beat those.
Well, nice to meet
Yeah.
you, Drew.
Yeah, the proposition's a good one, but if you want a really check out the Rover. that is
Nice.
full on. Guy Pearce, Robert Pattinson. Yeah, it's good. Thoughts on the Wolf Creek TV show? I watched the first season, didn't watch the second, not by choice, just never got around to it.
I've
was okay.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it. I wanted to.
You're not missing much, to be honest.
Can I ask you,
it's
Ninj?
good. Yeah.
Can I ask you your favorite Australian actor of any era? But I'm just interested to know. I have a favorite, but I'll tell you after you say yours.
I like Nicole Kidman, and
Yeah.
well, she was, especially when she was younger and she had the red hair before she started working on her face and all that.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily because she looked what she looked like. She really was a very talented actress, man. She really was. And if you talk about entertainer in general, you got Olivia Newton-John. She was such a fucking brilliant singer, man. And Sheena Easton, brilliant singer.
But I think Olivia was technically British, wasn't she?
She's Australian.
Yeah.
As far as I know,
she's
she's
Aussie.
Australian.
Oh, okay.
Look, I could go Hugh Jackman for Wolverine, but in all honesty, look, I'd have to say Eric Bana.
Banner's Australian? Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He started off on a skit comedy show called Full Frontal, and some of his characters there were freaking hilarious, like Poiter. Yeah.
I'm going with.
I know his Chopper Reed was spot on. Like, it was amazing. Yes. I really enjoy his portrayal of Bruce Banner and the Hulk as well. Like,
yeah, that's underrated too, man. It really is. I love Liv Tyler in it. Liv Tyler's fucking great. I was so sad when she started the movies. She was so good.
That was
man,
Jennifer Connelly. Jennifer Connelly was in the Eric Bana one. Liv Tyler was in the second one. So I mean, either way,
how can I forget that?
You've got two great choices to go for either way.
Eric
Bana would be. Yeah. What's yours?
It's an older guy. I don't know if you'll know who he is. Chips Rafferty. He was in Wake and Fright. Did you see Wake and Fright with Donald Pleasance?
Yeah.
I don't. I do have it on the way.
Hear me trying Chips, you say?
Chips Rafferty. Rafferty. He was a great, and Wake and Fright is probably my favorite Australian film, just because I think it captures so much of the spirit of the isolation of the outback and all that,
Yeah,
got him. Okay, Mutiny on the Bounty.
Yep.
There's a lot of films here. The Overlander, Bitter Springs. Okay, yeah, he's definitely more old school.
Definitely older, but Wake and Fright is in 70s, and man, that's a good horror. Well, I don't know if you call it horror. Have you actually seen it, Ninj?
I haven't. No, it's on the way.
Okay.
So yeah, I've got it ready to go pretty much.
Yeah, it's more on the let me see.
I would love to review that with you. I'm not trying to invite myself, but I would love to review that with you, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Once I get around to it, like I said, I do want to do more on the channel. Like, I do want to do more things like this. Get a few people on, just talk movies, just talk shit, really. But also do more live reviews as well.
Oh yeah.
But also like what we did with They Live, and The Black Hole, things like that. Obviously the one, the Night of the Living Dead. One we did, I don't know, what would you call that, Gore? The one we did with Night. For Night of the Living Dead. It's kind of like a retrospective, I guess.
We kind of reimagined it. We reimagined like we took the original Night of the Living Dead for 8th anniversary on the first, and what we did is we imagined that cast in like the remake of Night of the Living Dead, and then the remake cast in that Night of the Living Dead, or in Dawn of the Dead, or in like Burial Ground. That's the way we did it. We're taking that cast and putting them in other zombie films. And what would be different about it? And what would, you know what I mean? How it would transpire different, how different the cast would react. Those the characters would react in like 1968 or 1990. They would be completely just different, man. Imagine the 1968 Night of the Living Dead cast in the 1990 Night of the Living Dead. That exact cast from that time. That'd be weird, but fun.
Yeah, that does sound fun.
Yeah, that's it would be. It was like doing it again. Fun as well. So yeah, but yeah, it's interesting to think about different avenues they could go.
Popular franchise. I haven't seen the Sleepaway Camps that Ninja has reviewed on his channel.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those. Which were great reviews, by the way, if you want to check those out.
Thank you. Oh, jeez. What's a popular franchise you haven't seen? I really can't think of one.
I do get my lighter fluid, sorry. All right.
I know people start naming a few, and I'll go, "Oh yeah, that's one, of course," but I just can't think of one.
A popular franchise you haven't seen or filmed, if not a franchise. Huh? Okay. Hey, Cat Dad, what's up?
Hey, Larry. What's up, Larry?
Yeah, Larry. What a popular franchise you haven't seen or filmed, if not a franchise. I'm not sure if I understand what you mean.
Okay, so like he's seen Army of Darkness, but he hasn't seen the other ones. So he hasn't seen Evil Dead 1 or 2, but he's seen Army of Darkness. Okay. Jeez.
I can't think of it either. Where I only seen one.
Yeah.
One films or whatever.
I mean, I can tell you a franchise that I don't really like after watching it, all of them. No, it's any of them. That doesn't really narrow it down, though, does it? I can't think of any.
There has to be something.
You've seen a fair few films there, Ninja.
Yeah, and I mean the problem is with a franchise, like if I see one, I'll generally watch the rest.
Maybe Amityville. I've only seen the first 2 or 3 of those. I never watched all the one with the clock and all that shit. And now they're going in space. Amityville is, and it's like, what?
Yeah, you didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything, dude. I tried
Amityville Karen.
Yeah, I tried to do a bunch. I had to stop at like number 4. I tried to do further last year, and I was like, I can't do any more than this.
Well, 3 was terrible. Part 3 in 3D. That's got Rory Loughlin in it. That's got a young Meg Ryan in it, but it's not good.
I didn't mind it, but it gets worse after that. It really gets worse.
I started rewatching Puppet Master. Just couldn't do it. And I remember loving Puppet Master. I think it was more 2 and 3 that I enjoyed, but the first one, I thought, I'll start from the start, work my way through them all. But I just wasn't in the right mood for it. Hatchet was definitely a fun franchise. I have a lot of time for that one.
That first one is fucking a blast, man.
Yeah,
I mean, that fucking black dude is fucking hilarious. He's all talking shit to him. You fucked up face, motherfucker. He's all talking shit. Well, looking around for him, and then later on, he's behind in the fucking tree, talking shit to him up in the tree.
Where is it?
I wish I could answer people in the chat, but Cal, I will check out Sleepaway Camps on your recommendation. I will check them out.
Yeah, it's
Howling 2
definitely
was
worth
good.
It was different. Civil Day and Christopher Lee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. So many old school horror actors. There is too, man. Especially you talk about Hatchet 2 also. But you even got AJ Bowen in fucking Hatchet 2. AJ Bowen from the Ty West movies. And the Adam
I was just thinking because JT, he did that interview with Perry Shen from the Hatchet series.
Yeah.
That was a good one. I have seen Rage 2 or Carrie the Rage, whatever it was. That was the one with the tattoos and
That was the long ass movie, man. That movie seemed like it was 3 or 4 hours.
I love
Yeah.
I love Keith's reaction to that. He's just like, oh god.
That was fucking. That part was awful times too.
Howling 2, I like that. I'm a
Yeah.
sucker for it. But Howling 3, the marsupials. Howling 3, it's an Australian werewolf film. Come on.
I love it. I love it, dude. I love the Howling, the whole series.
Yeah.
Even 4. I think 4. What is 4? The
My sister's a werewolf or something.
I think that was 2, wasn't it?
Is it?
There's
I have no
one,
idea.
I think it's Howling 6, The Freaks. That has the best, no
Howling
joke,
2.
the best designed vampire you've ever seen. Like this pure black skin vampire, kind of like Underworld.
That's cool.
Yeah, how
30 Days a Night
yeah.
was pretty good vampires too.
yeah.
They were actually scary again in 30 Days a Night. You know what I mean? They were horrifying.
They were animals. They were just fucking animals.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know that found footage you reviewed the other day, Ninja? I forgot the name of it already.
Exists.
Exist. But I watched one the
Yeah.
other night. I'm going to do a recommendation on it. It's called Alien Abduction.
Hmm.
It was
Okay.
not bad. It actually was not bad.
Yeah. So hold on. Cal said Puppet 3, and it just reminded me of something because I was thinking, I don't know why. Trances.
Wow.
Ah.
Kim Thomerson.
Tim Thomason, Helen Hunt,
Oh,
and in the sequel you had Megan Ward. Yeah, I haven't seen. I'm going to go back and watch those ones. But that was. It's funny because Trances was actually called Future Cop over here in Australia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of GT, JT and I are doing an interview with Judith Myers in January.
Ah,
Sweet.
yes. That's going to be sick.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
looking
both going to Sandy Johnson.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got tickets to go see Halloween and The Thing on Halloween on the big screen.
That's cool.
Now,
So John
that's a
Carpenter's
fun
got his
night.
feature. Yeah,
That's a fun night.
that'll be good. I'm looking forward to that because it's Halloween and I'm watching Halloween. And The
Yeah.
Thing. And we're not
Can't
too
do much
far
better.
from Antarctica down here, so you know. You never know
Can't
what
do
could
much
happen.
better.
No. Oh, that'd be great. Saw. Actually, that's one. Raoul, what are your thoughts on the Saw franchise?
I don't like it.
Yeah,
Really?
you're not a fan of those ones?
It's the
No,
most
I
cohesive
don't-
franchise there is, man. It's you know what I mean. They all tie in together. That's what I love about it.
I watched, when the first one came out, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
It was buzz, and I watched it, and it did get me at the end when he pulls the mask off, But it's just it goes into that territory where I don't know. It makes me feel nervous, and I'm on edge, and I just
Yeah.
I'm a wuss. I'm a wuss for movies like that.
I think it's one of those things where they reach a peak and they've got to try and top that peak each time, and then they push it too far and it gets ridiculous after a while. Like there are some of those traps there which are just ridiculous.
Yeah. I did like all your reviews. I mean, I wouldn't those
Yeah.
subsequent ones, I wouldn't watch them, but I did enjoy listening to you break them down and say what you thought about them. That was fun.
It was like the Saw 3D one, which has this weird chest ripping scene with I think it's with a train or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Cal was asking, should he watch Angel? One other one that I would suggest, Angel trilogy.
That would be cool. Local theatre played the Carpenter Apocalypse trilogy back to back, and it was awesome. Yeah, In the Mouth of Madness, one of my all-time favorites.
Wow.
Prince of Darkness, all-time favorites. I don't know. I kind of like the Maniac Cop trilogy. It's a lot of fun. Like the first one to the second one is such a different film, and then the third one's just completely batshit crazy. It just depends what you're in the mood for. Angel 3 I haven't seen. I've only seen Angel Avenging Angel.
Yeah, I like both of those.
The third one?
No, the Avenging Angels with Betsy Russell is the second one.
Okay.
I got a soft spot for the Angel trilogy. I just like it.
Yeah.
Betsy Russell, man, I had such a fucking crush on her back in the day when she was in private school, and Tomboy. Remember, she was in Tomboy. Oh man,
Yes.
Oh, God, she was hot.
And she was in Saw.
Yes, she played the wife. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Still looks pretty good. Still looks pretty good actually for.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But she's old.
And I know someone who hated her character, just despised her character, and I'm like,
really?
Why? Like, yeah. That's sad. But yeah, Maniac Cop, first two Angels. Yep. Yeah. Why?
You're gonna do good with either one of them. You know, Maniac Cop 1 or 2 or Angel 1 or 2. They're both good, and both of them, the third one suffers. You know.
Yeah. I don't mind the third one, but it leans, Maniac Cop anyway. The third one leans too much into the horror element, like with voodoo and stuff like that. So if that's your thing, that's your thing. Yeah, the Thing is definitely part of the trilogy, like your Thing, Prince of Darkness, and The Mouth of Madness.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's not an official trilogy, but it's still, I think John Carpenter said it himself, that's his End of the World trilogy.
You could go with 10 to Midnight, Cal. That's a really good serial killer show starring Charles Bronson and Andrew Stephen.
Silent Rage.
Go with The Fury from fucking Brian De Palma.
Is that
Fury is badass. Silent Rage is fucking awesome too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Silent Rage is just Chuck Norris kicking ass, and he's fighting someone who can't.
I got that in my intro.
I just don't like the ending of that movie. I'm not going to spoil it, but I don't like the ending. Just in case someone hasn't seen it.
What is it?
The ending of Silent Rage.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic.
Yeah. Needed more explosions. That's all I can say.
I thought the ending was awesome, man. Bah, 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 bah.
Yeah, it needed something more. Here's a question. Have you guys seen Smile?
Yeah, well, I think I've seen the first one.
Yeah, the second one's due out soon. Any thoughts
Happy
on it?
Death Day.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, because I had the trailer playing for Smile 2 before Joker Fallout Abdul, and I don't know. I think they're pushing something, and it's not good. It seems like they're trying too hard with this one. I thought, Smile, it was good. I think a lot of people raved about it because, it was something different. But I had the same problem I had with Terrifier 2. It dragged. It dragged so much that I just lost interest. I kept feeling bored in it.
So have you seen the Joker's sequel?
I have.
No, I think it's terrible. I heard it was bad.
How was it, Ninja?
It is the only film that I've ever seen anyone walk out of.
Wow.
I love the first
two
one.
People walk out of
it. The first one was great.
It is. It is fucking excellent. It's one of my favorite films of the last several years.
Yeah. I was surprised. I went and saw it, and I'm like, this isn't the Joker. Like I don't want the origin. But I walked away and I'm like, holy crap, that was a really good movie. This one, yeah.
Oh, no. That's a terrible
I
reaction.
mean, it. Look,
You don't even know what to say about it. Yeah.
it is a musical,
Oh,
and that's not to say it's a bad thing.
right.
but
Right.
if you're going to have a musical, the music needs to mean something to the movie.
Right.
This one
Like
is a
Rocky Horror.
musical where they've just put music in there for the sake of it. It really didn't suit it. But that's my uneducated opinion on musicals. I'm not a fan of them. I think it was well acted. I think there were better things they could have done with it. There were better choices they could have made. But look, the actors should be able to sing, and I think I'm assuming you're not referring to Lady Gaga there, Cal. Joaquin can carry a note. He can. Much better than I can. And yes, yeah, the ginger paws.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
I was like,
But
oh,
yeah,
man.
if you want me to start singing,
Yeah, go
I'll
for it.
serenade everyone.
Some
hell
cold
no.
chisel.
No, what's that?
That'd be cool.
No.
Man.
Sing some Jimmy Bonds.
If you ever decide to do that, let me know so I can see it, please.
I've never been a huge Jimmy Buffett fan. I'll say it. Never got into his music. I was always Akadaka. Yeah.
Later on, Cal, have a good one, man.
Let's hear who
Nice.
made who.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think probably that's probably the only music I could sing because my voice, no matter how bad it is, kind of makes it. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, Cal. Much appreciated. Good to see you back, and hope you're doing well.
I'll catch it, man. I'll check it out.
I like Rocky Horror Picture Show. I have no problem with that movie. I enjoy it. I think it's fun, but I think the entire cast can sing, or the ones that do sing can sing.
That's important, yeah.
Yeah. But I think on that note, we're going to wrap this up very shortly because it is now 9:07.
Oh yeah.
We've been
one hell of a
talking
rep.
shit for 2 hours,
Hell yeah.
and I still have dinner.
Oh, wow. Dude.
Yeah, I knocked off work and then jumped on here straight away.
Wow.
It's fun, man. Thanks for inviting me, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, same.
thank
Thank you for having me. It's my first one. It was fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks everybody for joining us.
Yeah, stick around before we'll have a quick chat in the backstage. Like fancy and shit.
Mhm.
But look, anyone who's watching the replay, thank you very much. Make sure you check out the Mad Bloods. Make sure you check out Gorophobe's channel. I will edit the video and pop their links in the channel, so it'll be there. But check them out. Great people, great channels. Raul, anything else to say?
Check out Ginger Ninja movie reviews because they are the thinking man's movie reviews. That's what I would say.
Much love to everyone. Gore, what anything else you want to add?
I don't know, man. Take it easy. Have fun. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us. Much love to everybody. And kick some ass, man. I'll catch y'all later.
Thank you very much. Take it easy, everyone. Bye.